and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Amen.
Now, the NIV version says he won't turn from it. But I like the messages. I like the message version of it. That says, point your kids in the right direction, and when they are old, they won't be lost. They won't be lost.
Yes. Lost. Lost. Yes. Yeah.
But when I hear this scripture, I think of David as a young boy being a shepherd unto his flock of sheep. Now, if you don't know David, I'll give you a little background history. Just a little bit.
Help us.
David was young when he was anointed by Samuel because Saul lost his place in the kingdom. So God wanted somebody else who could take charge and do what would need to be done. Now, David started training at a young age to be king, but he didn't know. He didn't know. And I say that because training, he was tending to his sheep. He was being the king of his sheep. He was protecting them, making sure they ate. You know, like he was being the brave soldier that a king needs to be. He was a great guy for a teenage boy who should be out having fun, you know, kicking it with his friends, but instead he's tended to the sheep.
Right.
And no, that's for me. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. But
That's real.
he was good. He was a good kid. And then, so when Samuel came to anoint him, Samuel came with a hidden agenda. A hidden agenda. He went under. Well, Jesse let him come under the pressure of a sacrifice, but he actually went to anoint a king. So he went through David's 7 brothers, and God said no. When God seen David, he was like, this is the one. This is the one that I want to lead my people. This is it. So after he anointed him, David went back to his post. Now, if David knew why Samuel poured oil on his head, he would have wanted his spot at that very moment. He would have wanted to be king right then, but he had to go through some more training to get to where he needed to be. He needed to be more established to be king. And, you know, one day, you know, after that, Saul started to lose himself. He started to be angry and sad. Only thing that would calm him was music. So one day, Saul said, find me somebody who can play music to soothe my soul. So, you know, God said, it's this one boy. He's a shepherd boy. He plays the harp as good as he tends to his sheep. He's a great kid. You will love him. So David came, and ever since that day that David went to Saul's kingdom, Saul and David became close. He became the armor bearer for Saul. So while Saul and David are together, David is getting his training to be king. He was elevated to another level because he was with the king. So he had to know what kings do on a daily basis. Had to know what kings do on a daily basis. And so when David finally went back home, it still wasn't his time to be king. Not just yet. Not just yet. He had to wait. He had to, you know, be used to learn how to go back to when he lost to be king. He had to learn how to be able to go back and continue to do what he does. So after that, he went back to his post. And then the Philistines and Israel, they started to go at war. So nobody actually fought because nobody wanted to fight Goliath. Nobody wanted to be big bad wolf and go kill Goliath. But then David went to go check on his brothers because his brothers was part of the army. And he was like, who is this man that keeps walking back and forth? Who is he? And it's like, that's Goliath. You don't want to mess with him. You don't want to do that. But David thought back to when he was killing lions and bears for his sheep. And so David had the training to kill Goliath.
Yeah.
David had the training to kill Goliath. Most people didn't have. Most people had that fear. Even Saul had the fear, and he's king. You can't be king with fear.
Come
You
on.
can't be scared. God wasn't scared. You can't be scared. So David said, "I'll do it. I'll kill him. You know, I don't tell Saul I didn't want to wear your armor. I'm not built enough for that. I can't do that."
Right.
So instead, he went with his slingshots and 5 rocks, and he kind of taunted Goliath a little bit. He kind of taunted, said, "I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna cut your head off with your own sword.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that just a little bit." So when he went back to take the shot at Goliath, he hit him right dead in his forehead. But David had aim. A lot of people don't have aim. I don't have aim. I don't have aim. But he had aim, and he hit the right spot at the right moment for Goliath to fall. For Goliath to fall. Now, some of us go through stuff, and we go through Goliath situations, and we're scared until we get that one breath of strength and said, "I'm going to hit it at the right spot in the right moment."
Come on now.
The right moment. The right moment. So you can't rush it. You can ask why. Why? Saul asked why. Pretty sure Saul asked why. I would be thinking why. Like, why send him when we got hundreds of men going back and forth when we could just fight it out? Why send us your secret weapon? They had a secret weapon, but didn't know they had a secret weapon. David was their secret weapon, but nobody actually paid attention to David because of how small he was, and he wasn't built, he wasn't trained to be in the army. So they kind of looked down on David. Now, it's something about when people look down on you, and instead of you taking heed to their word and like, "You know what, I can't do it. I'm good. I don't want to." But he took it and he flipped it. He took the, "No, you can't do this. You can't be that. No, this is not for you. Go back to the sheep." He was like, "No, I'm ready for this. This is my time. This is me. This is what I'm going to do." So he did it, cut off his head, took it back. At that moment, he earned his high ranking.
Yeah.
At that moment, he earned his place as king.
Yeah.
See, you have to work to get where you're going. It's not just handed to you.
That's right.
It's not going to just fall in your lap. You have to work for it. The Bible says faith without works is dead.
Come on.
A man that don't work, don't eat.
Come on.
So David was eating pretty good after
Yes.
that. He was eating good. He had some steak, some lobster.
Well,
He had all
yes,
types
Lord.
of stuff. I just got hungry.
Yes, Lord.
Some macaroni and cheese, some red velvet cake.
Yes.
We had some good stuff. Some yams,
Glory.
fried chicken.
Yeah. Come on.
I think that's
You're preaching today.
But he earned his place. He
Yeah.
earned his seat at the table.
Yes.
So because of that, everybody respected him. Everybody loved him. But Saul. Saul didn't like it that he did the king's job for him. Now Saul should have been the one that went out there and killed Goliath to protect his people. But he was too scared. He had fear. You can't be a child of God with fear in your heart. You can't do it. It don't match. It don't work. But the fact that he did it for him, it kind of killed Saul slowly. He killed that pride part of Saul. Saul's pride was hurt because he did his job for him. So I believe in my, as I would say, Holy Ghost imagination, that David was pretty happy after he did that. He was like, "I got this." He was like, "I'm going to come and I'm going to do his job better than he could, better than he would." And sometimes that's where we can fall. We get too happy about what we're trying to do. get too happy about, yeah, I did it, I do it again. You can't do that, not just yet. You gotta wait, you gotta be humble.
Yeah.
You gotta wait and be humble.
10 minutes, really.
But it went on a little further. You know, David didn't too much like Saul because, for one, he gave the word, whoever kills the lion can have my daughter. So instead of him giving David his daughter right away, it didn't happen like that. David had to wait and work some more. Had to work just a little bit more. But the fact that I went to David is because David was a youth on the front line. David had to work for everything he got. His brothers was handed stuff, but he had to work for what he got. His brothers didn't have to tend to the sheep. His brothers didn't have to kill lions and bears. His brother didn't have to do all that. He had to work for what he got. A lot of people don't work for what they get and get big-headed about it until they fall.
Come on.
Once they fall, then it's a different story. They blame it on everybody else and start to point the finger. You can't point the finger when it's your own fault.
Right.
Just take your blame, sit down, and be okay. It'll come back around again. It'll come back around again.
Yeah.
But the fact that David, I like David. David, David's a good teenage boy, because me, around us being around the same age, I wouldn't do the stuff that he does. I couldn't do it. Like, I have my moments. Everybody got their moments when they catch attitude.
Right.
Get upset, get a little lippy.
Yeah.
I don't get lippy. I do it to myself. But I
know you get lippy.
My house should get punched for that.
Well.
But he was a very humble kid, and a lot of kids in today's 2015, they're not humble. They don't listen to nobody.
They don't.
They talk about people they like to fight.
Oh, that's not me. That's you.
They like to fight, like to argue. They like to do a lot of stuff that wouldn't fly in the Old Testament.
Right.
That wouldn't happen in the Old Testament. But, today is a day of unity.
Yes.
Today is a day of coming together and praising the man above.
Yes.
Today is the day that we all rejoice and be glad in together.
Yes. Yes.
Together. But I have just one question. If our topic or our theme for this service is youth on the front line, how many youth are in training?
I don't know.
How many youth are in training to do what they are supposed to do in a couple months, a couple of years, a few days from now? Like, are you doing what you're supposed to do? Or are you still holding yourself back because of fear?
Yeah. Come on.
Me, I can talk about me. I was scared to get up here. I didn't want to do it. I told Dad, I said, no, I can't. But the fact that I just let myself do it, like I told Dad a couple days ago on Wednesday night service, we was out investing talking, and I said, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm ready to be pushed how you guys been pushing me. I've been a little nervous, been a little timid. I don't really want to even sit on the first row. I had to get used to it. It was a little uncomfortable at first. But sometimes you gotta be uncomfortable to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm still talking.
That's all right.
But just train yourself. Parents, train your children.
The way they should go.
Leaders, train your children. Even if you ain't got kids, you got nieces, nephews, cousins, fake cousins, play cousins. You got them all. Train them up. Don't let them go out and do stuff that we all know they shouldn't be doing. Especially not at some of the ages that we are. stuff we just shouldn't do.
Yeah.
But we're living in a different age and time. People got their own mindset. Kids want to be not kids. Some kids are too mature for their age. But this is time to start training because God is on his way back. And I'm pretty sure he don't want to play no more. Because I don't want to play no more. I told God if this is what I'm supposed to do, I don't want to be fake about it. I don't want to get in it and continue to do what I was doing. I don't want to get in here and lie to people because I didn't study.
Come on.
This I couldn't study. I didn't study until Friday. It just wouldn't happen. It just wouldn't happen. I got scriptures. Even when I was sitting in my seat, I got my tablet, started looking at scriptures. And this moment, like, I thank God for it. I thank God for it. And we all gonna have our own, somebody's pulpit, and I'm just glad that it was bishops and first ladies, my leaders. I was glad to be behind theirs. They are some hard-working people. And I just thank God for it. But I just want you guys to pray my strength in the Lord. Most definitely pray leaders.